Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to this channel. This is Hervé Floto, your regulated Canadian immigration consultant. The government of Canada recently put in place a series of rules in order to control and regulate the application for refugees in the country. So, most of these rules are to reduce the pressure on the asylum system in Canada. That's the number one reason of the series of rules that were put in place. So the number two reason is to reduce drastically the number of asylum claim in the country. And lastly, the series of rules in place are going to also help discouraging people from using an asylum claim as a system to avoid the traditional immigration pathways. So, what are the applications that are going to be concerned with these new rules? So, not all the applications are concerned, but there is a good number of applications that are going to be concerned here. And those applications would first of all be the applications submitted from June 24, 2020. Okay, so those applications would only be the applications from that period that were submitted 1 year after the entry to the country. So if you submitted your asylum claim on June 24, 2020, and then your claim was submitted 1 year after you got into the country, then your application is going to be rejected. If you submitted your claim before 1 year to the time you enter the country, you're good, you're fine. Your application will be referred to the IRB, which is going to decide on your case. But if your application was submitted a year after, the main reason for this rule is that there are thousands of students, international students, that got into the country, and then 1 year after they study, they realized that maybe they were not fit to study, or they wanted to do something else, and then they're using the asylum system just as a shortcut to avoid the traditional immigration system. So this kind of scenarios are going to fall within these laws, and then they're going to be in trouble. The application will just be returned. So the number two set of people that are going to be affected by these new rules are mostly the asylum claimants that enter Canada through the US border, and then they did not make their application claim at the port of entry. They got into the country and then they spent 14 days after they made their applications. So this kind of scenario is going to just be returned. So they're going to put in place a system to screen out all those applications, and then they're just going to return them to the applicants. So if your application is returned, it means that according to the system, you're no longer considered as a refugee claimant. So you can be considered as a claimant. You have to look for another way to get regularized in the country. So thousands of applicants are going to be affected by these new rules. Thousands of applicants, trust me. If you are among these people that are falling within the first scenario, that is the people who apply 1 year after they got into the country, or that apply after 14 days when they enter the country through the US border, you can contact us at 613-263-3758. I repeat, 613-263-3758. Contact us for counseling, and we are going to find a way, a solution for your case.